Hey rookies, what's up? Welcome to another edition of the Bourbon Rookie. I am the Bourbon Rookie. My name is Kevin. I'm going to be doing a tasting, something I'm pretty excited about. Old Line, American single malt whiskey, cask strength at let's do some math here. 115.2 proof. I was exposed to this. I don't really see this in a lot of stores here. There's only one store that has the full line. There's three right now. There's three types of whiskey that they have. One's this one, the American single malt. No, wait, excuse me. Yeah, it's an American single malt cask strength. There's an American single malt, which is their flagship at 95 proof, I believe. And let's see if I can quickly pull up the other one. Yeah, I'm really prepared, guys. There's a double oak cask, finished American single malt. There's a new one. Wow, I didn't know. Old Line single barrel and private barrel selection American single malt with a black label. Actually, there's more on this website. The website, you could just go on yourself and see what they got. I'm going to start with this guy because it was basically, I think this was $69, and maybe it might be priced a little higher than it normally would be. This company's from Maryland, so maybe in other markets it's a little bit cheaper. But considering that this store only has this, I haven't seen this. And Total Wine has this, but Total Wine is about 30 miles from me, and I feel like driving 30 miles for this one. I'll just pay a little bit extra or whatever. Probably $5 more than Total Wine. 69. Total Wine might have it for 65. I don't know. I didn't really do the research on that. Getting back to how I was exposed to this, I went to something called the Long Island Whiskey and Spirits Fest back in April, and one of the sales reps was there, had a table out, and was giving samples. And you can go back. I'll see if I can put the link in the description. And if you want to go back and just take a look, scroll all the way to the end of the video. And he's actually very good. He actually gives some really good info on the whiskeys, and he's very passionate about it. So his passion might spill over into making you want to try this. But what I just noticed on the website, which is pretty cool, is this is a veteran-owned company out of Maryland. I guess two guys that were in the Navy started this. They do a lot for veterans. Percentages, it says it right here on the website, percentages of their sales go to support canines for warriors, which is a pretty cool thing, because I have a couple of buddies who ended up getting dogs for PTSD and stuff like that have helped them tremendously. And the expense, from what I understand from them, for the government to train these dogs, the government puts, from what I understand, and any vets out there or anybody that knows can correct that, make comments, hundreds of thousands of dollars are put into these dogs. So if you're lucky enough as a vet, because you gotta, obviously there's a waiting list, once you get your dog, I mean, it's like, these dogs are trained to the T, and there's a lot of money that goes into that. So if you're somebody who believes in supporting our vets and whatever that may be, and you find that you want to look at the website, pretty noble cause, pretty cool. So even if this was a subpar whiskey, it might just be worth it. $69. Now I remember when I was at this festival, I really liked this. I was pretty excited about trying this line, and so the liquor store actually that I went to that I found this in is actually about 20 minutes from me as well. So I finally got out over there and picked this up and picked up a couple other little things that I'm going to get into, but I'm pretty excited to start with this one, just because the proof point was in my wheelhouse. And again, this is a store pick. because this is one of their labels, you know, on the back. So right off the bat, man. No, right off the bat, this just smells awesome. I don't think that these are. I think these are their own blends. I think these are straights, guys. I don't think that these are, you know, sourced or anything like that. But my God, the nose on this is just—it's really good. It's just like cherry. I'm getting cherry. I'm getting a little bit of ethanol. There's a cherry note that's, you know, actually overpowering the caramel notes or the butterscotch notes that I'm getting. The typical whiskey vanillas, and the nose on this is really, really, really nice. Cheers. Oh my God, this is good. This is really good. Do not sleep on this, guys. Do not sleep on this. The American single malt whiskey. Don't sleep on this. This is really good. If you see this in your local liquor store, I highly recommend this, even at $70. This is really good. This is just cherry, vanilla, cinnamon. It's not overly oaked. It's not overly bad. Like, there's not any ethanol. There's a nice little hint of an ethanol that comes up through the sinuses, but it's pleasant. It's not harsh. I just opened this. I didn't even let this thing aerate. Haven't really started swirling this around. You saw me pour it, and right out of the bottle, it just tastes phenomenal. The nose matches the palate. It's sweet. I mean, I think the oils on this are pretty damn good. You can see those oils running down. Color on that's pretty cool, nice and dark. Honestly, this is one of the better ones I've had in my limited experience with whiskeys. This is a really good one. And like I said, I don't think this is sourced. Let me just double check so I don't look like a fool. Okay, what's mash bill? The mash bill, 100% malted barley, is that right? Nah, come on, it can't be. Can't be. We hand selected 4, 5, and 6-year-old barrels. Old line single malt are the pinnacle of years of meticulous distillation and patient maturation. It says mash bill, 100% barley. The old line flagship 95, defining spirit of an unparalleled American single malt. The 95 proof, crafted from the finest malted barley, matured 4 to 6 years. It's funny. I didn't think I liked barley, but if this is all barley, I'm pretty impressed. I'm getting into this bottle. Well, the bottle that I'm reading off of, guys, is the American Single Malt Whiskey Naval Strength at 114. That may not be right. Let me see if I can find the cask strength. What am I doing wrong here, kids? There it is. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I know this is something you could probably do on your own. But I guess the cask strength is their Navy. Look for our new hand select. This is the cask strength single barrel release. 100. Jesus, guys, I don't do math very well. This is 124.4 proof. So much for my math. What an asshole I am. My God. I guess it's all barley, kids. It's not really giving me the mash bill, but I'm going to tell you, It's really good. Their description is a bold balance of cocoa, brown sugar, and cereal. I'm telling you, I mean, if you're an experienced whiskey guy and you get cereal, God bless you. I'm not good enough with my palate for that. I'm telling you, I got cherry, I got cinnamon. I don't really get cocoa. I could see the brown sugar and definitely the cereal notes. But man, if this is all barley, this is phenomenal. Highly rec for me. This is another product out of Maryland, along with the Sagamore Spirits and the I guess Penelope. Don't sleep on Old Line. It's not getting a lot of reviews on YouTube. Yeah, definitely don't sleep on this. If you're somebody who likes single malt, I'm thoroughly impressed with this. I didn't think that honestly, I didn't think that I like barley, especially if this is 100% barley. I didn't think that was my jam. So, but apparently this one really is. All right, guys. Having said that, I don't want to bore you any more than I already have. Do not sleep on the Old Line. Like I said, for me in my market, this was $69.99, $70. If you see it, it's for me. I think it's well worth $70. If you see it in your store, I would, having been exposed to this, I would probably pay a size 80. I have a very tight wallet. I don't make money off this channel. This is all stuff that I do out of my own pocket. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm retired, and I just, you know, I try to find the best bourbons I can under $100, which I know a lot of channels do. But some of for me to go out and if everybody's reviewing the New Maker's Mark cellar aged, I'm not spending $400 on a bottle of that. If everybody's reviewing the Jack Daniels 10 or 12 year, I'm not spending $400 to $500 on an allocated bottle of that. That's not in my wheelhouse. So if that's something that you're looking for, then you've got other channels for that. You got Fred Minnick, you got SLB Drinks, you got, you know, the Bourbon Junkies, all those cool sites, ADHD Whiskey. They're monetized, so they're able to do that. So, but if you're somebody like me who just basically has a certain budget and doesn't, like for New York, if you're in the New York market, my opinion, New York is a tequila and vodka market. You know, rums fall off, and so do whiskeys. You know, unless you're at a cigar shop or you're at an upscale place where maybe you got a guy who knows a little bit about whiskeys and stuff like that. That's why I like a lot of these things aren't, a lot of these types of bourbons or a lot of the types of the bourbons that are getting reviewed. They're hard to find here because a lot of distributors will, not selfishly, but rightly so, if there's not a demand for certain whiskeys in my market, they're going to ship more of some of these limited whiskeys or some of these whiskeys that sell better in other markets. Those markets are going to get the higher distribution. My market is not going to get a high distribution, and that's kind of how it works. You know what I mean? So 2 stores in my area have this, but if again, I can't go to every liquor store on every corner of Long Island. If you're in Long Island or wherever you're at, and again, I'm beating it a dead horse, definitely pick up the Old Line and stay frosty, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.